Hello. It's Friday night and we're live with Coloring with Lorri. Hi, anyone watching the playback. I know there's nobody there. I'm a couple minutes early as usual. Like to make sure I'm in frame. Seems to look good. 2 weeks in a row. Woohoo! How nice is that? Yep, we are perfect. Okay. That's always nice. Perfect start. I was having problems with my computer, which I can still go live without the computer, but I just can't make the live public afterwards. So it's kind of nice to have it up and going. Oh, hello. A little bit, yeah. And anyone else that may watch the playback. Chatting away. I say my computer didn't want to work tonight, which isn't really a problem for streaming, but I won't be able to make the live public afterwards. But it looks like it's okay now. This thing is so old. And it's still giving me problems, but hopefully they'll let me get in there. Ugh, goodness. Oh, how are you, Amy? I haven't talked to you much this week. Looks like I might be talking to myself for the whole live, huh? Are you going back and forth, Amy? I'm just trying to get it up on my computer in case I have any problems because I can't do anything from the tablet. It's not my account, but it's ad-free, so that's where I watch everything. So, I know that chat takes a while to load. Oh, okay. That's good. Headache's all gone. I'm so stumped with this page. I've got too much red on it, but too late now. I might come in with some Posca pens and yellow up these roses, but and the apple tree is a whole nother issue. If it's an apple tree, I might make it a plum tree. Can make it whatever I want. I did go over there and look and see if she was still on, and I saw that she was, so not too much movement on YouTube today. Haven't seen too many people out and about, so we shall see. Now, like I said last week, it was just me viewing Kim too, so which is nice. But at the same time, oh come on, don't give me problems today. Well, I was hoping to get the majority of this page done, but as I see, everything I've started so far today has been a problem, so not looking good. It's kind of been my whole week. Can't even sharpen the pencil. The lead's stuck in the stupid sharpener. probably what's wrong with this one too. I don't think this happens in the winter. I think this is a summertime thing because the leads are hot. Could be wrong. Just my thought. Oh, they are gonna come? Okay, that'll be nice. I know Mary always says she forgets. Well, great start. So I'm going to work on this railing, 90% cool gray. I did the first light coat up here because I did draw some bricks in. And I was losing one's breaking too. I was losing where to draw the bricks. So that's the same colors as all the other bricks. If you decide to draw in the bricks too, it's the Crimson Lake and the Scarlet Lake. I don't know, guys. Might not be able to color. I can't sharpen my dang pencils. I don't know what. It's just my life this week. It's just how it is. I don't know what the heck is going on. Hi, Kim. Yep, Kim's in the house. Maybe things will work now. Nothing has worked. So, sorry, I'm behind. That's what I said. I was hoping to get the majority of this page done. At least all the colors laid down. But I'm just sitting over here fighting with my pencils. That's all I've done. And making a huge mess. How are you, Kim? Now it's a party. There's 3. Woohoo! We were trying to party with 2, but wasn't going so well. So anyway, basing with the 90% cool gray, which I said I already did up top because I wanted to be able to find my white spot to draw in those bricks. And among my yelling at the pencil sharpener here, that again was Crimson Lake and Scarlet Lake. So, and then the putty beige for the grout. So I did that off camera because I thought that would be a little bit tedious, and I don't think everybody will venture into that though. So my other option would have been just a solid gray wall, which I really didn't want to do. So I brought the bricks over. Ooh, Foxy in the house. Hey, Foxy. Aw, thanks. I was going to tease you when you were commenting on my videos. Thank you, by the way. Nice compliments. That, ooh, I got a fox running around in my channel. I kept getting sidetracked. I feel like I should not color today. Like everything I've been trying to do since I've been sitting here for the 10 minutes has gone completely wrong. But we shall see. I really need to get a point on this pencil. Yes, there is a fox in the house. Always nice to go for a stroll before bed. I haven't seen too many people out and about today on YouTube. Yesterday was the busy YouTube day, and of course, my brother from Vegas called me and We talked for 3.5 hours. Then he called me back around midnight and we talked for another hour. So he was trying to screw my head back on straight, so to say. Wobble, wobble. Is the camera wobbling? Am I hitting it with my sweater? Yeah, I think I finally got them straight. Stupid pencils. I was saying that doesn't usually happen in the winter. I think that's a summertime thing. Like the leads are hotter, so they kind of break from the pressure of the sharpener. I've been noticing that more and more as it hots up. But I've got a mess over here now. I've got pencil dust crumbs everywhere. She's singing Wobble Wobble. Oh, okay. I know my sweater is kind of close, so if I do bump the camera, let me know. I got it sitting on my lap in case I need it. Pretty warm today. Okay, not familiar with that song, I guess. So how is everybody today? What you doing on this Friday evening? Or what did you do, as most of you are probably in bed on your way to bed? What's going on? This lead is still wobbly. I can feel it. Hopefully it'll get me through these few railings. So I really don't know what to talk about today. I've not had a good week, so I don't have anything good to talk about. Monday, I see the surgeon for my hip again. It's got to do something. That happens, doesn't it? You know, I'll sit down to make a video, and the next thing I know, like what I was going to do the video on, I did. Because I'm still not used to having a channel, really. So, thank you to anybody who's watching. Thank you for the likes. If you didn't give me a like, thumbs up. Hit that thumb, please. Appreciate it. So yeah, everybody was streaming yesterday and I missed them all, so I was trying to catch them up today, but I was having problems with my phone. My phone kept overheating. Your week was long. Yeah, you've been doing a lot. Your room looks good. I'm about halfway through your live, Kim, from yesterday. But like I said, I don't know. Everything I tried to do today just went wrong. So hopefully I don't ruin this page. What a weird weather day today. It's like we've just had this like light sprinkle all day. You know, not enough to say it's raining, but enough that you're getting wet when you're outside. Super gloomy all day. You know, heavier than a mist, but yet still a pretty light sprinkle. More Crayola. Boy, you really like the Crayola stuff, huh? I gave all the Crayola stuff away. It's too bad you weren't closer. I had a huge box of stuff that my mom and her Crayola. It was a really big box of stuff. But I've got so much other stuff that, especially the watercolor markers, I have the one big 100 set or whatever, and then they are Arteza dual tip, so and I rarely use them. So I didn't want to keep all that and it go bad, and donated it to some kids. Hi, Wilcox Mama. Welcome. Welcome to our chat. The wind coming off the bake. Oh, I'm on top chat again. So terrible. Father's Day someday. I'm sure there'll be. I'm going to pull this down a little bit so I can see. Wait and make sure I'm still on camera. Again, hello to all those watching. Thank you for being here. It might be a little too low. Go up a little bit higher. Okay. So I started a color cube challenge today in Small Victories. I can't remember. Color Cube 108. I do that with Taylor and Jess. So thank you, Kim. For real. I know I'm kind of blah today. I apologize for that. Like I said, it's just been a... I was doing okay until I sat down and then everything went wrong. But it's okay now. We're good. I'm just really sleepy. I got not sleepy. Sleepy is not the word. It's fatigue. Chronic fatigue. It's terrible. But anyway. Thank you, Foxy. Amy, did you hit that like button? I'm just kidding, Amy. Okay. So did we decide which one we're going to do next? Are we going to do Village Charm next? Or a different one? What you guys think? Yes, wobble wobble. Wobble wobble. So Kim, my sister-in-law hasn't dropped the pencils off yet, but she's gonna try to get 4, so it definitely... Mike said he's got some kind of tube. We can wrap it in, put it in the tube, and then wrap it in the bubble wrap, and cross our fingers. Whichever. Yeah, I think everybody said they haven't colored in the Village Charm yet, so we want to break it open, get in there. I was looking through it a little bit. I can't really pick a picture, so I guess if nobody else picks one. I know I told somebody to pick a picture. I can't remember who, though. I'm sorry. I have MS brain this week, for sure, so my memory is not quite like it normally is, so hopefully it'll come back. Usually does. The doctor says I get stuck on a scratch. So I'm so happy it hasn't been so hot. Expansion permit. They're for the other side of the street. Across the street by the farm pass. When you get into those pieces of land there, you need permits and stuff. And there's also land over in town and by the water, the waterfront there too. Hey you, welcome. How you doing tonight? Hello again to those watching. Appreciate you being here. I am so undecided what to do with this tree. Like I said, I think I'm going to make it a plum tree. Plum or peaches or something. I know it looks like apples because it's got the little dip on the bottom, but I've just got too much red going on. The Rita Berman one? If you're talking about the Rita Berman one, no. And I've never liked Rita Berman until her world books. And I had the feeling that these books were just remakes of the other books. And I still think they are, but I don't care for them. So, yeah, nope, won't be getting those. Not my cup of tea. Too, Zentagali. Turned down for what? Turned down? Did I miss something? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. You do too. Like, what was it Kim saying the other day? Like, you've been doing it a long time and have a lot of hidden talents that people don't realize with your coloring, like that watercoloring. And yep, I agree. As much as I hated that walrus page in the beginning, I really had fun with it in the end. But it was kind of weird. I don't know if it's because I did the Inktense on the other page. I couldn't do everything that I wanted to do. Yep. Zendoodle or Zentagle. Yes, that's how I feel. Like, yep. Thank you, you. Appreciate that. Amy's looks really good too. I don't know if you saw hers. Look at you. Got me doing a page in a week. Pretty amazing. I don't know. I'm thinking we should make that a project book. I kind of enjoy working in that book. Like people keep saying, make a project book, but a book is such a commitment. Such a commitment. This lead is still wobbling in here. This whole pencil must be broke. It's terrible. So, get this done. I don't know what I want to do next. I can't decide if I want to do my boots yellow or orange. I think I'm probably orange because of the yellow tulips. It really is. Thank you, View. Those koi fish, that is a really pretty page. Like, yeah, that's probably the only page in the book that I like. I'm not a Camellia fan either, and I don't have any of her books. And I'm not going to buy the cat book. I don't like that little person she draws, but that book is pretty cute for her. Definitely, I would say, is my favorite of all that she's done. I don't like pop manga art or whatever. Yes. Yep, they are. And I colored them in something, I think. Koi fish. Because I always, when I go to do them, I'm always like, I feel like I colored that page before. And I'm not that person that's going to color a page more than once. There's too many pages. I get it that people do when they're like, oh, I know I can do that better and I want to do that. Yep, I get it, but I've got too many things, too many pages. You know, feeling like now I have to color all my mom's books because she's not really coloring them. She just keeps reordering the same ones because she likes they're kind of mandalas, but not really. It's, you know, the square page and the design takes up the whole page. I don't think I have one down here. I have laminated a couple and I use them behind my pages, but no, I don't have one down here today. Took it upstairs. It was funny, I finished 3 whips last week and started 3. I'm like, well, what? That was stupid. But, oh well. Keeps me coloring. I hate going to sit down and I don't know what I'm coloring, so I'd much rather have something to color. Like today, if we wouldn't have picked the Buddy Color on Taylor's stream last night, I probably wouldn't have colored today because I'd just be trying to pick a picture to color. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I love it colored, the pop manga. I think it looks beautiful colored. I think it's just the big spaces. I'm kind of a I just messed that up. I'll have to fix that later. A detail colorist. I like to do the tiny little things. Like I started in Small Victories today, and this is the color cube challenge we're doing, 108 with the butterfly. And see, this is my realm, just tiny little things like this. And I was using the Lira Rembrandt pencils because they have, you know, a much smaller lead than the other pencils. So that's the buddy color I'm doing with Taylor and Jess. So, yep. Which is why I'm mad that I can't get my pencil sharpened right now. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Might have to play with it. I got a watery eye, so got like a blank spot. Might have to look at it later. Alright. I think I might do some dirt just because I know what color I want it to be. Anybody else coloring tonight? Oh, you did that butterfly? Yeah. I'm not really a butterfly person, but you know, team player. Okay, let's grab a brown. Let's grab brown. Where are my browns? Can't see brown. Okay. Gonna do sepia around the bottoms of the stones. Oh no, and I have to sharpen the pencil. Nightmare. Yeah, did you see the colors I have to work with, though? It's definitely challenging sometimes. The only thing I'm kind of worried about at this point is the frame of the butter, you know, the to fill in the butterfly, the solid color. That's the one thing I'm not sure how that's going to work out with using a color palette. It's mostly all greens. Not much for a butterfly. These are royal blue and dark blue, but I obviously pull some purples out for that. But yeah, all these greens, so the background color in the butterfly is going to be what's difficult because they're all pretty dark colors. So my thought is the lightest green at this point. But we shall see. Change my mind a lot as I go along. Yep. So you guys all getting rain too? Like I said, we've had just like a sprinkling all day. Yay! Real grandma. Does that make you feel old? I mean, it doesn't change the age, but I know events like that, some people, it's like, holy cow, how am I old enough to have a granddaughter that's going to high school? Like some of my friends that have been married, you know, it's like they've been married 25 years. It's like, what? We're not old enough to be married 25 years. What are you talking about? You know, and she's 10 years younger than me, and I'm like, you're not old enough to be married 25 years. Stop that. So you realize my kid's 19. What? No. No. I remember when he was in your belly. How was he 19? Mm-mm. So weird. Like Taylor keeps saying, how are we in the middle of June? Like, really? How is it the middle of June already? Well, when she said it, she said almost the middle, but we might as well say we're the middle now. Now, I don't know how you guys color like this. Like, I really want to turn my page. Ooh. Exactly, like they get older, like they grow up so fast. Aw, that's cute, Foxy. He's all excited. He graduated from kindergarten. I'm going to real school. That's cute. That is cute. Kids look so grown. People posting their little 8th grade girls. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's a good thing I didn't have little girls because they would have hated me. I would not let them dress the way they dress and all that makeup and those fake eyelashes and no. You are a little girl. And I know I'm pretty prudish like that, but like that probably comes from being raised in the church. My dad, you know, us my younger sister is 20 years younger than me, but she told me about how dad was with her and her clothes too, and I was like, yep, that's how he was with me. You know, if you wore anything that showed any skin on your neck, you get right back upstairs right now. We both had the same bedroom in the house. Obviously, I was out of the house already when she was at that age. I was long gone out of the house before she was born. I've even had friends say to me, you know. And I had a friend who actually used the word, why don't you dress more slutty? Like, why would I want to dress slutty? Okay. I'm still using the sepia here, but I'm really lighting up my pressure so it's not as dark as I come away from the stones. If anybody is still following. I think I do have a couple following. Silent watchers. Just to bring it out a little bit. Ugh, boy, Mary was talking about her hand hurting today using pencils. I'm sitting here, why is my hand hurting? Well, it's because I used the Lyra Rembrandts today, and because they're smaller, my hand's not used to hanging on to them. So. Oh, bye, Foxy. Thank you for coming. Yeah, don't faceplant on the computer. Have a great night, and I appreciate you stopping by. Amy, are you working on this page? Or did you get it done today? I'm shadowing myself today. Oh, sorry. And this is light umber. I'll go around that sepia. And a little bit in the back. Just a light coating, not even like a full solid coating there. A little bit. They have to darken that up around the boots. Nope, you put it down? Okay. That's funny, too. Yeah, when you guys were talking about the Daisy Dukes or whatever, yep, I was like, yep. I used to cut my jeans, but not quite as short as you guys were talking. I wasn't really a thin kid. I didn't get thin until I was about 15, 16. And then I was super, like you said, Kim, like a size 5, you know. It was like 105 pounds. I was thin up until I was about 47. It was really the steroids. They just did me in. It was like 30 pounds overnight. I remember I got up and said to Mike, oh my God, look at my stomach. Like overnight, it just grew. It was crazy. It was like everything I ate just stayed in me. It didn't go away. Yeah, there's definitely something over here that makes my nose run. But again, it doesn't do it when it's weird. Anyway. Maybe it's a nervous sinus drip. Is there such a thing? I'm not really nervous. I just feel kind of off today. Like I said, definitely having some MS symptoms happening with the brain, so I am a little off. And I'm a little off anyway, so doesn't help. Hi, Taylor, there you are. Did you hear me talking about you? Your ears buzzing? So we are doing The 109 that you picked, the color cube card. 108. Do you have the cards? Okay. And the butterfly page, right? I actually started it today. I'm caught up. I was going to tell you, I think I've got all my whips done except for this and my Froggerty, which I don't know why I just don't finish them. I've got such little bit to do. Like, all I need to do is do a little bit of detailing on him. I think I finished him. I don't really care for the hats. I'm going to change the hats, but you know, some shading down here, and I'm done. It'd probably take me like 15 minutes. I don't know what my problem is. So that's my last whip. And this one. That's it. So I started the butterfly today. Oh. Small victories, this butterfly. It's the first butterfly in the book. So, like, we won't count that as a page. 1, 2, 3, 4th. 4th page in the book. Cube card 108. Okay, cool. Foxy went night-night, so she's probably not going to say hi. She said she was going to faceplant on her computer. I told Jess, too, that you picked that card, and she said, okay. Like, boy, we got all these greens and no colors. Thanks, Taylor. No, at least we got a lot of greens. There's actually quite a few leaves in that picture, so. But I was saying I don't know about the background. We'll see. It'll be interesting. My mom is very curious. She's like, oh, you guys are all doing the same picture with the color cube. She's like, I want to see them all. So we'll have to make sure they get them. So I said, well, you might have to watch some videos. And she was like, oh, okay. So. Just now you went to sleep and woke up, Amy? I knew you were going to fall asleep on me. That's what I told you earlier. You've had an early week all week. That's okay. I know you're here in spirit. I'm trying to color this, Taylor. It's just, I've had problem after problem today with my pencils, so I got really delayed. My sharpeners don't want to work. I'm getting there. Plus, I'm not focused. Not focused today. Trying to figure out how to see my dad Sunday. I was not getting any volunteers to help me do that, since I don't drive. You know, if I asked my little brother, he'd bring them, but he works too. Oh, I am? Sorry. Okay, now wait a second. There. Thank you, Kim. I didn't even look. Well. What am I going to do about that? Do another light coat of this. And I'm probably going to do these stones before I complete the dirt, because I'll probably put a little bit of the whatever I blend the dirt with. Probably put a little bit of that on top of the stones too. This is so hard for me to color like this. I really want to turn my book sideways. Can I just turn this sideways? And I'll make sure I'm in frame, okay? killing my wrist. Up a little more. There. Okay. I've got a glare today for some reason. I don't know. Well, see, that's probably the... I have that reflective vision. And because I'm in a flare, that's probably irritated too. Because, yep, I was... Now that I think about it and I said it out loud, I was having the same problem upstairs, so... Okay. All right, let's do for the stones. Does not seem like there are all the grays in here. Let's put a 20% warm for a base. I'm not going to color the whole stone though. I'm going to leave a little bit, part of it, on either side with no base because I want to put a little bit darker color there. Yeah, it's one of the first things that it affects. My cousin has MS too, and that's actually how they diagnosed her, was with her eyes, because it's... I think it's a stigma in the eye that we get. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, like, when I was driving, if it was bad, sometimes I would have to wear, like, sunglasses at night, you know, and it would help. But then, like, if it corrected itself all of a sudden, it's like you can't see anything. It's weird. I remember one time I was driving, I was like, what is going on? And I just threw the glasses on the floor because I couldn't see anything, you know. It was like all of a sudden, okay, now they're being sunglasses. And I couldn't see. Yeah, it's annoying. It messes with everything. I don't think there's one part of our body that the MS doesn't affect. You know, and on top of that, my sciatic nerve is acting up, and that's... is what I think triggered the MS, actually. I don't know. But I was talking to someone yesterday, you know, when they said to me, and I'm sure, like, if your daughter ever talks to you about it, she would say the same thing. Somebody said to me, I know exactly what you're going through. You know, don't say that to somebody with MS. We don't even know what we're going through. There's no way you can know what we're going through exactly. Exactly. Some of the symptoms are so hard to put to words. It's like, I don't know how to say that. Like, you know, it's like, I don't feel like I'm in my body. Well, I don't want people to think I'm crazy, and no, that's not what I mean. I don't feel like, I just don't even know how to explain that. I actually had MS hug for about 60 days, Kim. I thought I was going to die. It was so horrible. My main symptom at night is legs. My legs will jump around all night long. They just jump. And, like, my sleep is so restless. I'm constantly moving, restless legs. It's, you know, the nighttime is horrible. And it's, you know, people are like, well, you need to get up and walk around. No, the more tired they are, the worse it is. So, I don't know if that's, like, normal with other people with restless legs, but with the MS, that's how it is. Now, I stopped taking ibuprofen because I was reading that ibuprofen, how it affects the kidneys, and the effect on the kidneys could contribute to the restless legs, so I stopped using the ibuprofen, which of course increased my pain, but it has decreased the restless legs, so And the funny thing is, I started taking it for my restless legs, but you know how that is. So, wow. They are terrible. Like, the only thing that used to help me with it too is like I would wrap stuff around them even tighter. It was strange. And you have to sit up straight or, yeah, and I didn't even know what it was when I was going through it. I read about it afterwards, after it was gone, and I was like, oh my God, that's what that was. Yeah, I had no idea what it really was while I was experiencing it. I was still working when I had that. It was terrible. I actually had to take a Afghan into my office, and that's what I would wrap around me, to make me sit up straight. We got something at your stomach and around your back, like to force me to sit up straight and take that pressure. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but it seemed to relieve it. Not, completely, but I missed a stone. Yeah, that stinks. She gets them at night. It all settles in at night. That's why I can't sleep. Sometimes I wonder about that, Taylor, with how bad they hurt. Well, I shouldn't say sometimes. When you follow MS blogs and no, the final answer is that absolutely not. I would not rather have no, no. And I thank God every day for the mobility that I still have, and I know it could be way, way worse. But that's one of the fights between people with MS is, people who lose their mind are like, I'd rather be in a wheelchair and have my brain, and the ones in the wheelchair are, I'd rather have my mobility back and not have my mind. So it's hard to say. And I've never met anybody with MS that just has one or the other. If you're facing physical symptoms, you got mental symptoms. If you got mental symptoms, you're facing physical symptoms. So, but I get it. Those that are primarily progressive, they face a lot more than us who have either slow progression or relapse remittance, which the relapse remittance usually turns into slow progressive about my age, and that's kind of what's happening. So, but yeah, the pain and the stiffness is, half the time when I'm walking, I don't know if I'm gonna fall over or what. I can't walk 2 feet without a walker right now, and it wasn't like that last week, So, yep, 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 it's hard. It's funny you asked that, Taylor, because I do. I think about that, and I'm even though it is so painful for me to walk, believe me, I am extremely thankful that I can still walk, that I can bathe myself, that I can dress myself. Well, I'm starting to really struggle dressing myself, but I still can. I do have days I cannot get a sock on my right foot, but so okay, we don't wear socks today. Or hey, Mike. Yep, yep. I had me and Mike were talking about. I had one year I fell 17 times. I fell down the stairs 3 times, and it was so bad. The bruises that I had everywhere, and then um, we do have a stair chair, but I didn't want to use it all the time. You know, it's good exercise going up and down the stairs, but after I started falling like that, I started using the stair chair. So now, since I've had this last fall, I can't even go up and down stairs. I can't even go up one stair. So and I don't know, like, if anybody really, you know, has been following my dilemma about what to do, because I have also severe arthritis in the spine, and they want to do a cervical laminectomy, and they also want to do a hip replacement. But because I limp because of both issues and the recovery, you need to be able to walk, you know, and you can't walk like on grass. You got to walk on a flat surface, and, you know, you can't jiggle the body. They don't know how the recovery would be for either or surgery, or if I would even be able to do the therapy to make it through surgery. So I met with the one surgeon 2 weeks ago on the 2nd, and I meet with the other surgeon Monday. So I'll find out more. Yeah. So if she's got good insurance, Kim, you know, you might want to tell her, like, well, the things are going on now, to find out, like, because I got the chair way before, like, I needed it 100%, that the insurance might help get it covered and stuff like that. You know, things that she may need in the house before they're actually needed. It's good just to have. Like, I feel really shaky tonight. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. I hear it because it's me, and I can feel it. I can feel my body shaking to talk. You know, I wasn't even sure I was going to go live tonight, but then I thought, well, maybe I need it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but nobody's chatting. There's nothing to talk about. It is. It is a lot of stress. Everything's stress on the body. And the surgery itself and going under anesthesia, you know, that could put me in a full-blown flare and everything go okay. And then, you know, when the surgeon looks at you and says, well, we don't know if the symptoms are from the arthritis or the MS. Well, geez, I don't want my, you know, a plastic neck because you think it might help, but no, it's not going to, because that was actually the nerve damage from the MS. So, you know, it's a very scary situation, and I really don't know what to do, and I don't know what to do. You know, I really don't have a great support system. You know, I'm not going to say I don't have people who care. I have people who care. I just don't have people who can hands-on support system. Like, does that make sense? Okay, Taylor. I'll try not to talk about my health anymore. I'm sorry. It's just been a really bad week. Okay. Did I get all that done? Like I said, I got this bubble in my eye, so it looks like there's a white spot everywhere I look. Which, I think this looks pretty good. Are we still in frame? Where's my frame person? I think we lost Amy. She's snoozing on her book. Oh, I was going to ask Taylor if she was going to go live tonight, but she said she's cleaning. She's quite the night owl, too, some days. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, okay, cool. You did, Harry. That was fun last night. It's a little surprised. It was late. I had just gotten off the phone with my brother. I couldn't believe he talked to me that long. Like, everybody streamed yesterday and I missed them all. I'm like, usually I sit there trying to find streams, can't find one. So yesterday everybody was streaming and he talks to me for the whole 3.5 hours. I think I'm gonna, this little piece back here, I think I'm gonna do like these other stones up here. Which was I just hit the camera, so it's gonna shake for a second. Which was the, cool grays. Remember that owl guy? What did he do? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? God. It's that pencil that sharpener ripped up last week. I know you saw that. I don't know if anybody else was crazy. This little sharpener just ripped the wood right off this thing. Ugh. So I'm itching to buy more pencils. Everybody tell me I don't need any more pencils. Why am I itching to buy more pencils? I don't even understand. Like, why don't I just use the ones I have? Why do I want more? I don't get it. I don't know. I've been playing around with that 12 set of Holbeins, though. I've considered the set of pastels, but I think they're just too light for what I do. I'd rather just buy another 12 set of the, like, traditional colors. Oh, 1, 2, 3, crunch. Yep. Yes, that is just insane, and it's so funny. It happens all the time. Yeah, I think Amy knocked out on us. Amy. See if I can wake her up. I make a loud noise. Oh, you got your headphones in. I won't do that. I can hear her snoring. You hear her snoring? I hear her snoring. I might have to start going on earlier so Amy can make it. She's crashing out on me all the time. Okay. Yep, she's definitely asleep. Okay. I don't even think I have that cadmium orange hue in this. So yeah, I do. Okay. Kitty cat. I'm gonna try pumpkin orange. Yep. She does. She's been running around all day. Yeah, I had a feeling because she's been going to bed early all week, so I had a feeling she'd conk out on me today. This is a good kitty color. Pumpkin orange Prismacolor. Good orange cat color. Your kitty's coming out really cute, Kim, and say it for me, View. I can hear her saying it in my head. Draco. think we lost view too. Thanks again to anybody watching and for the thumbs up and the likes and just for being here and supporting the channel. Any new subscribers this week? Definitely appreciate everybody. Hey, Mary. You're late to the party. Where you been? You been out playing on the farm? I didn't want to say in your stream that I was going live, so I didn't say nothing, but you know, I'm the Friday night midnight one, so you know what? I might throw a little bit of this in here so my next orange won't get, this is, what do we got? What do we got? Yellow ochre. Boy, I seem to gravitate to this pencil a lot. I better make sure I have a lot of these. I use it for everything. It's a good neutral. Oh, okay, just teasing you. Yeah, I'm just about done. Mike will be home shortly. Didn't get too much done. Kim, did you finish this page? I can't remember. I told you. I'm sorry. My brain is, you know, not my brain today. And I feel bad. You're the one who's always like, you don't forget anything. That's what Mike always says, too. I'm like, well, I sure am this week. I even forgot to make my mom's breakfast this morning. Poor thing. Like, what did you eat? She's like, leftover tater tots. I'm like, oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I might need to set some alarm reminders. Oh, and for the blender, I'm using Spanish orange. I'm going to try to put a little pink in these ears. Blend them in. Ooh, he looks much brighter on camera than he is in person. He's really not that yellow. I'm going to put a little bit of the darker orange back over this, but I want to have a pretty heavy coat of the light so that the dark doesn't take over, because I just want it as a back. Foxy went to bed. Can you tell me the Prismacolor numbers on the card, please, under the post? On the color cube card, I don't have the Prismacolor numbers. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't have the digital that gives me the color cube numbers. I just have the cards. So yeah, I can leave it sit here so you can see the color. Let's see. Can you see it there? I'm just going to put a light coat of the mineral orange over the kitty. Can you see the numbers okay? Yep. Yes, ma'am. Like, I'm using Lear Rembrandt pencils because, you know, they have a smaller tip. That's probably a pencil you don't have, huh? They're a small lead pencil, so they get in the little areas. Oh, and I did use one of my Holbeins. Oh, do they color nice on that paper. Ooh, you just bought some Holbeins. Try them in there, Taylor. Okay, I think Kitty looks pretty good. Kitty. I don't know, I forgot to put the pink in his ears. I don't know if I'll be able to get it in there now. Okay, perfect. That's what I would have done too. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, everybody make sure you got your purses and your coats and everything ready, because Mike will be coming home soon. Okay. Gosh, why do I not want to color these flowers? I'm like sick of flowers. You know, and I love coloring flowers. I don't know why I don't want to color the flowers. I'm just in a funk. Just in a funk. And why won't my brown fit in there? Because that don't go there, does it? Yeah, it does. It's espresso. Okay, I'm going to fill in the dark green in the back of here. Do a leaf or two. Thanks for the warning. You're welcome. Sorry. You know, he got so offended when I told him that. He's like, well, they know, oh man, that I'm not like that. Yeah, they know she's just kidding. I mean, I'm just coming home from work, and like I said, he can't believe I talked this long, because I don't talk. So that's what he's like. I can't believe you stay on that long. So, well, I really don't know what to talk about, but... What? What am I doing now? Am I coloring too slow? Too slow. Look. Prussian. Prussian. Prussian green. Yep. Get it together. Finish your drinks. Last call. Get your umbrella out. It's raining a bit. You know, I hate that. Do you ever find that, like, you use 2, 3 colors and you blend them together and it just looks like you have the same color? I hate when that happens. I'm bringing the spring. Bringing the spring. Yep, a lot of people did. I don't color that way. And I mean, this is just an hour, not even, like, I'm not even had an hour of coloring, and this is the 4th week, so it's like 2.5 hours, probably 3 hours of coloring in on this page right now. So it seems like such a long time, but it's really not. And I'm a blender. I might overblend. I don't know, but it's just, you know, I blend and burnish. That's how I color. And even when I color with markers, it takes me days. You know, I'm working on that Froggerty page for probably longer than this one. And that's marker based. Yeah, Foxy, I think, finished it in one sitting. I can't sit and color that long. My hands would fall off. I don't really color that much. I color maybe 2 hours a day. And when I color upstairs, I don't color on this. That was kind of the main reason that I am doing the lives, is just for the Teresa Goodrich, like, color along and call the colors and that kind of thing. So I don't know. I might change it up, but was our way of working on our Teresa Goodwitch books. Because I don't know if you know, like I have 27 Teresa Goodrich books, 27, 28, I can't remember exactly how many. So, and I do have a couple of people that follow along. So, I don't do too much off camera. Like I did, I drew in all my bricks off camera and colored them in. But it's the same colors, so, you know, if you want to draw the bricks in, draw the bricks in and follow the same color. You know, I did that off camera, but which is another reason. That took me quite a while. I am not an artist. I don't draw. So that was a couple hours for me to do that. To draw them and color them was a couple of hours. I don't know if I mentioned all the colors here, did I? Dark green, Prussian green, apple green, and spring green for the mix on these leaves. If I don't get them done, I will finish them off camera too, so you know. I'm going to do those stems in the spring so it shows up against the dark. Oh, hi to anybody watching, not commenting. Thank you for being here. Thanks to any of you who gave me a like, thumbs up. I think everybody's falling asleep on me. Yeah. Pretty boring live tonight, sorry, but we're getting there. We actually got quite a bit done. The railing done, and the kitty done, and the ground done. It took me 15 minutes to get my pencil sharpened. Oh, good. Thank you, Mary. I think Taylor is too. She said she was cleaning with her headphones on, so. Let's see. Was going to pick a picture, the next picture, so if you wanted to get started, you could have got started, but Amy fell asleep, so. Oh, that's cool. That's good. I'm good company most of the time. They really don't complain much. Even though it seems like it lately. But, anyway. I prayed all day yesterday. So, that's my biggest complaint about Prismacolor, you know, that frostiness that comes from some of the colors. I guess it's the wax, but it seems like it's more in like lavender and lilac for sure, which I do kind of wonder if that's why they got rid of them and replaced it with the amethyst and the, ooh, what's the other one? Orchard. You know, if that's why, because they were so frosty. I haven't actually used the new colors. I do have them. I should try them and see if they're frosty. Oh, no problem. Why are you sorry? I'm just happy you're here. I'm glad you show up at all. No apologies needed. Sorry if I, like, made a fun. I was just saying. The chat's gotten quiet. It's okay. I know I've been disappearing all week. Like I said, it seems like I think I'm okay. I sit down to watch a live and Lorri. or Pebbles wants to go out, or I get a phone call, or just has not gone well this week. So hopefully next week will be a better week. I'm gonna figure out a way to see my dad. I haven't seen him since December. And he lives just a couple miles away. It's stupid, but my younger brother lives with him and always has his car, and I don't drive, so he doesn't like to go out alone anyway. Nobody ever calls me when they're going over there and asks if I want to go. Irritates me. Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate the watch. But she's a chatty one too, huh? Like I said, I could not believe my brother talked to me for 4 hours yesterday. Like, wow. He lives in Vegas, and his wife and son are here. Well, they just got here. They were flying here while he was talking to me. He drove him to the airport and stuff. So, trying to figure out if she can bring the other two nephews, her nephews, my nephews, for my other brother that lives out there when she comes back home. Because the boys they stay the summer with my brother in Vegas, but they do need somebody to fly here with them, which my brother was actually willing to pay for their mother to fly with them, but she won't. I don't know if she won't or she can't. You know, she might work and not be able to. I don't know what the situation was, but she's not available, not going to do it, whatever. So, oh, that's fine. I was just asking if anybody was doing anything. I don't know. Usually somebody is talking. Nobody's talking. Nobody's chatting with me. And see, I don't have nothing to talk about, so that's the only reason I'm mentioning it. Otherwise, I wouldn't say anything. But I don't know what to talk about. But it's 20 after 1. So look, I'll kick you out before Mike gets home. How you feel about that? As if I start anything else, then I'll get interrupted. But so yeah, we got the railing done. Did you hear about the YouTube couple killed him? Yes, I did. That was one of the things that he was talking about. He's like, he was mad. He's like, why they gotta come here and do that crap? Neither one of them lived here. They're just both vacationing here at the same time. I'm like, well, obviously one was stalking the other. How in the world would they end up vacationing in the same city at the same time? It's crazy. I obviously stuck something in my case that doesn't belong. Oh, the worm prey. Okay. Yeah, so that was an absolutely horrible situation. But okay, Mike is home too. See, perfect timing. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you being here with me, following along in my slow journey. We're getting there, though. Our small town charm, Teresa Goodrich. Purdy, thank you, Kim. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. And I think I will do orange boots. Okay, but we shall see. But thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. And again, be here hopefully next Friday, midnight Eastern time. Okay, take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Good night, Mary. Bye, Taylor. Night, night, Amy. Bye, View. Anyone else? Good night to everybody watching, and thank you again for the thumbs up.